They go last to first, and they win the NFC North.
All right, guys, welcome in. This is the Black Bears Den podcast. I am your humble and gracious host, Justin. It is episode 11. Today, I will be discussing our loss to the Baltimore Ravens. But first things first, make sure you guys follow me on X at _Justino __, and everything else will be linked down below. Let's just attack the elephant in the room just to get everything started. Caleb did not look good, and Caleb hasn't looked good in a few weeks. I don't think it's time to sound the alarm, bring Bajan in, make a trade for another quarterback, bench Caleb. I don't think it's time for any of those responses yet. Like Ben Johnson said, and like I said last week, quarterback development is not something that's just linear. Caleb's development is going to be a process. We've seen the flashes. We've seen Caleb look great. We've seen Caleb look bad. We've seen Caleb look okay. We can't just keep doing this to our quarterbacks as a city. The only person that y'all let it get away with it was Justin. And Justin wasn't a bad quarterback. I wasn't calling for Justin's head either. But Justin was the one that raised the most red flags amongst all of them that we had in recent days. Well, not recent days, but, over the past few years. When I'm speaking of Caleb, Mitchell, and Jay. I know Jay Cutler was a long time ago, so it seems kind of like far out our memory. But every year going into the year, we were asking, is Jay the guy? Is Jay the guy? Is Jay the guy? Can Jay be the guy that we traded for? And Jay never developed into a Super Bowl winning quarterback, but Jay Cutler kept us in games. He lost us some games. But he kept us in games, and he was the most talented quarterback we've ever had as a franchise. But it was a regular occurrence to be calling for his job, too. Moved down the line to Mitchell, never gave Mitchell a chance. Mitchell did not have a fighting chance in Chicago. Y'all were calling for his head draft day. And draft day, Mitchell was the consensus number one guy. You can go back and look at every draft board from every pro-draft guy. Mitchell was the number one recruit. I understand. Should have drafted Patrick Mahomes. Should have drafted Deshaun Watson. I get it. But Mitchell was the guy. And to be honest, Mitchell kept us in a lot of football games. Mitchell got us to our first playoff entry since Jay Cutler in 2010. Mitchell didn't lose us football games. Mitchell kept us in football games. Mitchell won us some football games. Mitchell put us in a position for the double doink to even happen against the Philadelphia Eagles. Justin didn't do anything. Justin made some rushing records here. Justin was a spark. Justin was a beautiful thing to watch. Justin was great. He was a feel-good story. It was the best that we felt because it was the most highlights that we've seen in a long time. Justin looked great. Justin fit the part. Justin did a lot of things that looked great to us, but Justin could never throw the football. His deep ball accuracy was there, though. I'm never going to take that from him. Then we moved down the line to Caleb. And now we're here. Game 25 into his career. He's thrown this season for 1,600 yards, 9 touchdowns, 4 interceptions with a quarterback rating of 90.2. Justin wouldn't have had those numbers at this rate, at this stage of the season. He just wouldn't have. He wouldn't have. Is something that we have bad and we have to stop doing. You have to allow Caleb time to develop to become the quarterback that we want him to be. We all see the flashes. And I'm not trying to harp on that because he did play bad the last 2 weeks. Last week, 65.8 completion percentage, 285 touchdowns and an interception. The interception wasn't horrible. You stare Rome down. Year 2 quarterback mistakes. Quarterbacks make these mistakes, just like the overthrows. Caleb has overthrows. Every quarterback has overthrows. You go watch any football game, any week, every quarterback's going to overthrow somebody at least one time. It happens. I don't like the frequency or the rate that it does happen, but it does happen. You have to stop being so critical of him for that, especially when it's down from last year. His footwork is fixed. Caleb looks a lot better than he did last year at this point in time. But last season, Caleb threw for 62.5, 3,500 yards, 20 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 87.8 quarterback rating or passer rating. You cannot tell me that any other quarterback that's been here was doing that year one, especially in the dysfunction that was the Bears last season. We cannot keep doing this to our quarterbacks. As a city, we need to come behind Caleb and not try and run him out the city. I don't really want to hear any more Bajan talk. But anyway, moving on to something else. I didn't necessarily have a horrible feeling with, emotion behind Ben Johnson's play calling, but it was not the best called football game. The team seemed like it was just out of it pretty early on. Once we went down, and I'm going to say this too, it's a difference between bad NFC and bad AFC teams, and we just saw that. Lamar Jackson didn't even play, and it didn't even feel like we was in that football game. Ben Johnson's got to do a better job of getting his team ready to play against teams that are actually talented. Just like I feel as though Ryan Poles needs to do a better job of getting players in here that are ready to go, that are actually talented. Character is starting to become a serious question with me with this team. Character is something that Ryan Poles based not drafting Jalen Carter on, but yet we still have this weak-minded football team. I just feel as though Ryan Poles needs to do a better job of getting and I know we are hurt on defense right now. We're down a lot of corners. All three of our starting corners are down. Jalen Johnson and Kyler Gordon are on IR. Tyreek Stevenson is just out as of right now. This is Tuesday morning. But we're not doing anything to make any moves to get another pass rusher in here, another corner in here, anything. Show me that we are in win now mode. Because if we're not in win now mode, what are we doing? Ryan Poles has consistently failed at his job of bringing talent in here that is good enough to win football games, and I don't see it changing. Yet we extended them. This team organization from top to bottom needs to do better. GM, head coach, quarterback. We did not look good against the Baltimore Ravens. We did not look good on any level. Special teams was horrible as well. Defense, I kind of give Dennis Allen a break with that secondary being out. I got to give him a break. And Ben Johnson, the offense just didn't look great. Why can't we do anything past the first drive? And I'm not or the first script of plays. And I'm not putting it all on Caleb because I can't put it all on Caleb because there's 11 guys on that field and one guy calling the plays. That's pretty much all I got for the wrap up. I know it's pretty much a Caleb Williams talk. But I'll be back later in the week for a prediction episode for the Cincinnati Bengals. You guys have a good day.